Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 4 live event is going to be massive because we are going to see two realities merge together for the very first time in Fortnite's history. Fortnite OG and Fortnite Battle Royale. We have already seen this merge happen in Lego Fortnite because everything that is happening on the map currently, the arrival of Daigo, the Dark Presence trying to get through, the Spires showing up, is happening in Lego Fortnite as well. A lot of people like Cypher PK, for example, was predicting at some point OG Fortnite is going to merge with this island as well. It looks like this is going to happen. We know this because during the Rocket live event in OG Fortnite, this right here was supposed to happen. You can see this rocket create this giant portal in the sky. And you can see this portal is colored blue, like any normal rift portal in Fortnite. Now that is how this event is supposed to be. But during this live event, that is not what happens. Instead of the blue portal, we get this red portal show up over the sky. There's actually two reasons why this has happened. One, this Fortnite OG island is set in an alternate universe. That's right. Remember the very first time we went back to OG Fortnite after Chapter 4? It felt very different. The Tilted Towers was different. There was no polar peaks, no volcanoes, and even the live event at the end was very different as well. Because when we used Kato Thorn's time machine and traveled back in time to OG Fortnite, we went to an alternate version of the Fortnite Chapter 1. And if you guys don't understand alternate universe, it basically means a different version of a reality. That's why this Chapter 1 map felt different, because it is not the same island from 2018. It was a different version. That's why we got similar but different battle pass skins. At the end of OG Chapter 1, because the time machine was attached to the rocket, yet again we jump from one reality to another. We end up in this universe, which is reality 783 as mentioned in this trailer. Since this is a different reality, the OG island is different as well. If you look at the visitor, he looks very different, and that's why this event is different as well. Now, that was the first reason. Now you might be wondering, every rift portal in this reality is blue, but why is this one red? In this video, we are going to talk about everything that is going to happen in Chapter 6 Season 4 live event. Quickly before that, please use my code SMJM to help me out. Now, if you go to Jade's room, you will see this spire being graffitied on the floor. And if you guys don't know, Jade has this ability to see the future through her art. And she has done this before. She predicted the arrival of the Wanderer, created this graffiti, and before you know it, the Wanderer is on the island, and many other things as well. So basically, we know for sure that this is actually true. Now, if you look at the ceiling just above this spire, you will see a rift portal and this red paint around it. She has done it again. She has predicted the future. That is exactly what happened in OG Fortnite. The rocket, instead of creating a normal blue rift portal, it has created a red one. Why is this spire underneath this portal? Does this mean spires are going to show up on the OG Fortnite? Yes, that is true, because if you look at this billboard at Supernova Academy, you can see images of Demon's Domain, a bunch of these things, and also this image of the spire. This may look like your ordinary spire to you, but if you look at the background, this isn't the Fortnite BR map. This is the Chapter 1 OG. That's right, Tilted Towers. This confirms to us that Fortnite are definitely going to merge OG Fortnite Fortnite with the normal BR. And it looks like Daigo is going to attack OG Fortnite as well. This also confirms to us exactly why this portal in the sky is red, because it is connected to the spirit realm. Remember when Daigo was trying to open this portal in the sky? Even though it lasted for only a few seconds, it can still make out the portal was red. This isn't the only chapter we have seen a red portal. If you go all the way back to chapter 4, we saw a similar red portal show up over the island. Now this makes a lot of sense now that this portal was connected to spirit realm as well. This actually explains to us the identification of this creature, a dark presence. Because remember how this portal in chapter 4 was made? It all started when this guy Stallon is building this wooden rift portal. He tells us that the reason why he's constructing this portal is to bring this creature called the Shapeless Man to the Fortnite Island. He said the Shapeless Man will destroy him and everything if he doesn't construct this portal successfully. And because of this, we help Stallon build this portal. Everything is good to go. All he has to do now is to put the coordinates, which he does. But it turns out someone sabotaged while he was away. And rather than opening a portal, destabilizes and explodes and creates this giant rift over the island. And since the rift is colored red, tells us the coordinates Stallon put on the portal gate was of the spirit realm. It has to be, why else would this portal be connected to the spirit realm otherwise? It's really weird because shortly after this red portal formed over the chapter 4 island, we start to see creatures like Serenade, Triarch Nox shows up, bunch of these Spires like looking monoliths. It's quite obvious that these creatures showed up from the spirit realm. It's quite obvious that these monoliths were here to bring the dark presence to the island back then. This tells us that this evil presence has been trying to get to Fortnite Island, but this giant earthquake destroyed most of the monoliths, ruining the dark presence plan. But instead of monoliths on this chapter 6 island, we have these Spires. And ever since they got here, it looks like these Spires have been siphoning the island's energy. You can see areas where these Spires are located is dead and corrupted. That's because this Spire is sucking all of the energy, because it looks like to bring the dark presence to the island, you need a lot of power. Remember, Shogun X was trying to do the same thing. He was siphoning energy from the island. Every game you would find him at different locations, but obviously Daigo defeated him. You can see when he actually did get eliminated, bunch of those spirits escaped his body and entered the spirit realm. Now Daigo is doing that by spawning a bunch of these Spires. It looks like they're siphoning island's energy as well. Because remember, Daigo thought that he could do this by himself. Last season, he tried to open a portal in the sky multiple times, but he failed. Even the piece of the Death Star crashing on the portal was not enough to sustain a permanent portal. But this season, he has decided to do this the proper way. He's siphoning this chapter 6 island. He's also siphoning the Lego Fortnite island. And now it looks like he's about to siphon the OG Fortnite island as well. I feel like this chapter 6 season 4 live event is building up to be a very big event. Because never in the history of Fortnite, a storyline build-up has been so good and so consistent ever since the start of chapter 6. Usually in previous chapter, we get a new season, a new storyline. We see the conclusion of that story and move on to another season with a completely different one. This build-up is different. We have seen the growth and the downfall of this character called Daigo, and how this island has changed because of this comet crash landing and opening these portals. And I think the conclusion of this epic story is going to take place in chapter 6 season 4 live event, where we will get an answer is this all connected to the lost reality. As always, thanks for watching. I'm giving away 10 Battle Pass next season. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video, and comment down below I used your code SMJM.